right, everyone, so we're gonna get started with our yoga flow and sound healing today. And since we have some kind of, not necessarily new faces, but people who haven't been here in a minute, we'll do our 45 minutes of mobility, a little bit of a scap focus, hamstrings focus, and hips, followed by our 15-minute Reiki-infused sound bath healing. As always, take any movement variations that feel best for you. You're able to modify as you please. And last but not least, we'll say our name and a one-word intention that you're looking to take into, let's do the whole week, so you can really start off the week. I'll go first. My name is Nikki, and my intention is willingness, willing to be open to changes and things like that. So we'll start over here.
My name is Allie, and my word is alignment. And I can find a place to live in.
Yes, beautiful.
My name is Lauren, and surrender.
Okay.
I'm Prashant. I think for me it's just being present.
Present. Beautiful. We'll stay present this full hour. Go to this corner.
My name is Caitlin, and I think my word of the week is discipline.
Started off disciplined here, so you're in the right spot.
My name is Sarah, and my word is gratitude.
Perfect.
I'm Jeremy, just calming.
Calling?
Calming.
Yes.
Nick, and my word is tranquility.
So we'll do some calming, tranquility. I like those vibes. And today we're going to start seated with our eyes closed, hands on your lap. Begin with just taking a big inhale, filling your belly, pulling yourself tall. And exhale, side out, let your shoulders melt. Inhale again, pulling your spine tall. Exhale, let go of everything from outside this room. And last inhale, pull yourself tall, fill your lungs. Exhale, surrender, let go of control. Keeping your eyes closed, starting to roll your shoulders up, back, down, and forwards. Rolling out those shoulders. Imagine releasing any weight you are carrying, rolling it off the back of those shoulders. Reverse directions, shrugging the shoulders back, forwards, and down. Making as big of a circle as you can, squeezing those shoulder blades and rounding, concaving that chest. Last one. You can gently have a soft gaze with your eyes and start to exhale, tilting your head to the side. Grab the outside of your temple and then reach your fingertips as long as you can away. We'll hold here for a few breaths. Continue to reach that middle finger away towards the floor. Gently release, switching to the other side, grabbing the outside of the temple. Try to pull your middle finger far away from you. Feeling your ribs and exhaling, reaching that middle finger further away. Taking one more breath here, big stretch. Letting it go, coming back to the center, grabbing the back of your head, rounding your spine, tucking your chin, gently pull your chin down to your chest, almost like a seated cat-cow. Breathe into your upper back, and as you exhale, very gently pull your chin towards your chest. Send that breath to your upper back and exhale, gently pull on the head to bring your chin closer. One more breath here. Gently release the fingertips coming up to the top. Exhale, lift the chest, pull the shoulder blades down and back. Try to rotate your elbows forward. Feeling the little muscles in the back of your shoulders. Reaching up, inhale, grabbing your wrist, and exhale towards the door. Inhale to the center. Exhale, pull that shoulder other side. Inhale to the center. Exhale, side bend all the way, elbow comes to the floor. Inhale to the center. Exhale, other side, side bend, reach that arm up to the ear. Inhale to the center. Exhale, twist your spine, tall chest, looking over that shoulder. Holding here for about 2 breaths. As you exhale, try to twist a little further. Inhale through the center and switch to the other side. Tall chest, use that arm for leverage. Bring out that spine, pull your spine tall. Look over that back shoulder. 1 more breath here. Coming back to the center, last one in this position, this time for the hips. Forward fold over the legs and holding at the bottom for a full 30 seconds, allowing yourself to melt over those legs. With every exhale, try to reach those fingertips 1 inch further forward. Taking 1 more breath on this side. Exhale, letting it go. Coming back to the top, simply switching to the other side, crossing your other shin in front, and forward fold over those legs. Really let that torso get heavy over those shins, over those hips. Breathing into that belly, and with every exhale, trying to reach those fingertips 1 inch further forward. Taking 1 more breath here. Coming up to the top, straightening both legs out, and then 1 stretch for the hamstrings before we transition. Inhale to reach. Exhale, forward fold over those legs. Just a little initial hamstring stretch here. Allow this pose to be passive before we get into any deeper poses. Just letting your chest melt over those knees. Taking 2 more breaths with each exhale, trying to reach a little bit further forward. One last breath here. Coming up to the top and swinging the legs around into our tabletop position, starting with our first cat-cow. Starting with an exhale, rounding up to the top, pull your shoulder blades apart, little extra intention with pulling the fingertips apart, create that space through those shoulder blades. And then inhale, arch the back, lift the tailbone, lift the chest. Exhale to round, really pull the hands apart against the floor, feel that space opening up in those shoulder blades. Inhale, soften the belly, lift the tailbone, lift the head. Last one here, biggest exhale, biggest rounds, tucking those hips, really press tall as you can towards the ceiling, pull those shoulder blades apart. Coming back to a neutral position, starting with our thread the needle, Reach your left arm underneath and through. Drop your shoulder to the ground. Option to add a bind, reaching the right arm behind your back. Holding here for a full 30 seconds. And really allow your body weight to open that left shoulder blade. Breathe into that left shoulder. Try to drive into that pinky finger. Open that right chest towards the ceiling. One more breath. Switching sides, reaching underneath and through. Inhale to the center. Exhale and allow yourself to just melt into the floor. Allow it to be easy. Option to add a bind, reaching the right hand behind your back. Open up your chest to the ceiling. Breathe into that right shoulder blade. Using your breath to calm your body and to calm your mind. Feeling that serenity with every slow breath that you take. One final breath here. Coming back to the center. Sliding your feet back and rolling all the way down to your belly. Arms out to the side. Left leg bent, left elbow bent. Kick up and over, holding our scorpion pose. Trying to keep that right palm flat into the floor. Really try to open that shoulder, not overdoing it. And once you find that intensity of the stretch, can you soften into it? Soften your face, soften your arms, soften your hips. Really allow yourself to be held by the earth. Letting gravity do the work and simply surrendering to the depth of the stretch. One last breath here. Slowly unwind, switching to the left arm straight, right arm bent, right leg bent, kicking up and over to the other side. Opening up that hip, that spine, that shoulder. Feel free to close your eyes and see how you can make this as relaxing of an experience as you choose for it to be. Softening your whole body into the floor while keeping the intensity of the stretch. One last breath here. Coming back to the center, pressing up into a high plank, and then up and back into our first downward facing dog of the day. Really allowing the chest to drop towards the floor. Try to really open up your shoulders a bit, letting your chest drop towards your legs. Pedal out your heels if that feels good for you. Eyes gaze up to the top of your mat. Jump or step up to your feet. And starting with, you're going to take your left foot, step it forward. Tall chest, hamstring stretch with our left leg. Exhale, fold forward over that left leg. Holding here for about 30 seconds. Really letting that chest get heavy over that hamstring, over that left heel. Try to let your chest melt onto your thigh. Let your head hang heavy. 2 more breaths. Stepping the left foot back, step the right foot forward. Hips stay square, about 1 foot apart. Flat spine, exhale, fold forward over your right leg. Keep your tailbone tall towards the sky. Let your head hang heavy, let that chest melt onto the leg. Most of the weight in that left heel. One more breath here. Stepping the left foot back, toes slightly in, rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Head is going to hang heavy. Hands are going to finish by your side. Pulling your fingertips down, exhale, tilt your ear to one side. Inhale through the center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale to the center. Chin down to the chest. Back to the center. Chin up to the ceiling. Back to the center. Look over one shoulder. Inhale to center. Other shoulder. Inhale to center. Toes slightly in, soft bend in the knees, clasp your fingertips, flip your hands forward, round and push your shoulder blades forward. Inhale into your upper back. And then exhale, lift your chest, squeeze your upper back, rotate your elbows forward. Inhale, keep your fingertips facing towards you this time. Rounding forward, pull your knuckles to the front of the room. Draw your core in. Slightly pull your left shoulder blade out. So I'm slightly tilted to one side. Breathe into that left side. Exhale. One more breath. Pull that left shoulder blade forward. Exhale. Come back up to the top, squeeze the upper back, rotate the elbow pits forwards. Inhale, one more to the right side. Rounding forward, slight side bend to the right. Pull that right shoulder blade. Inhale into that right shoulder blade. Exhale, pull your knuckles forward, slightly tilted to the right. Feel that big stretch through that right shoulder blade. One more breath, keep pulling. Exhale, release, back up to the top. Last one standing, chin to the chest, 3 slow neck circles. Take your time, only moving at the neck here. Chin comes down to the chest, 2 more slow circles. Breathe into that upper back, feel any pressure. Releasing from that neck. One more neck circle here. Reverse directions, 3 circles the other way. Keep pulling those fingertips down to the floor. Chin comes to the chest. 2 more slow circles. Breathing into areas that are holding any tension. 1 final circle here. Chin finishes down to the chest and start to swan dive, rolling down 1 vertebrae at a time, all the way down to those toes. Plant the hands and simply drop back into that tabletop position. Inch your fingertips forward into our puppy dog pose, holding here for a full timed 1 minute hold. Either have your chin on the ground or your forehead, hips are high. With every exhale, trying to feel that chest opening up now that we've created some space through those shoulder blades. You inch your fingertips maybe 1 inch further forward. Let your armpits and shoulder blades fall away from the ears. Softening into the ground, 30 more seconds. Creating that space, opening within your body, just a couple more breaths. One more breath here. Coming back to our tabletop, repeating that cat-cow, noticing if those shoulders are feeling more open, starting with our exhale, rounding up to the top. Can you feel those shoulder blades even more opened up? And then inhale, soften, lift the tailbone, lift the chest. 2 more here. Exhale, round. Pull your hands away from each other. Pull your shoulder blades away from each other. Tall towards the ceiling. Inhale, soften the belly, lift the chest, lift the tailbone. Final one, biggest exhale, biggest rounding of those shoulder blades, pushing up to the ceiling. Last one there. Pressing up and back into that downward facing dog again. We'll get a little bit different to the sequence for our shoulders. For one more circuit, one more sequence before we get into more hamstrings and hips. So really give this upper body your all. One more breath. Eyes gaze up to the top of your mat. Jump or step, toes slightly in. Simply cross your right leg over your left leg and forward fold, feeling a deep stretch through that right hamstring. Holding here for about 30 seconds. You'll notice that pulling all the way through the upper hamstring, a little bit into the glutes. Let your chest melt onto that right leg. Feeling that stretch to the back left foot. Gently switch sides, cross into the center, cross the left foot over the right foot, flat back, exhale, forward fold. Now feeling a deep stretch through that right hamstring as you allow your chest to melt onto that front leg. And you let your head pull 1 inch closer to the floor. One last breath here. Uncross the legs, toes slightly in. Now rolling up again, one vertebrae at a time. Upper body is hanging limp. Let it be soft like a rag doll. Arms finish by your sides. Arms out to the sides. Flip one palm up, one palm forwards. Exhale, pull the fingertips apart. Inhale through the center, switching sides, really flip that back shoulder blade. One more each side, flip that palm, that whole shoulder turns, reach the arms apart. Last one here, great job with the breath, pull the arms away. We're gonna repeat one more of that shoulder stretch. Now that one's a good one. Fingertips facing you. Rounding the hips, pushing the hips back, reaching the palms forwards. And then exhale, lift the chest, squeeze the back, drive the elbows forwards. Inhale to round, this time palms facing you. Pull your left shoulder blade forward, so we're slightly tilted to the right side. Left shoulder blade is on top. Big inhale as you pull the knuckles to the top of the room. Exhale. Keep reaching, one more breath. Fill that left side. And exhale, lift the chest, center out. Pull those elbows forward, squeeze the upper back. Beautiful work. Last one, round forward, tuck the chin, tuck the hips. Slight side bend to the left. Now the right shoulder blade is pulling forward. Big inhale, reach those knuckles towards me. Exhale, keep pulling the knuckles forward. Feel that stretch through the right shoulder blade. One more breath, big breath to that right side. Beautiful, relax up to the top. And simply swan dive down one vertebrae at a time. All the way down to the floor. That upper back should be feeling really good. Landing down in your tabletop. One last puppy dog variation. This time inching forwards and then inching to the right side of your mat. Left thumb is up, left elbow straight, stretching out that left lat. Right hand is just off to the side for support. And really exhale, breathe, let it go. Breathe into that left shoulder. Feel that length, that space you are creating. And finally switch inching to the left side of your mat. Right thumb is up. Right elbow is straight. Exhale, drop that right shoulder towards the floor. Keep that right arm straight. Inhale into the right rib cage. Exhale, let that right shoulder sink towards the floor. One final breath here. Coming back to that tabletop. Final cat-cow before we get into our lower body. Starting with that exhale, rounding up to the top. Pull those shoulder blades apart. How do those shoulders feel? Inhale, softening, lift the chest, lift the tailbone. Exhale, round, pull those shoulder blades apart, pull the hands apart. One more inhale, soften. And last one, exhale, round, biggest one you've done all day. Last opportunity for our cat-cow. And gently sit back, child's pose reset, but with the elbow triceps variation. So I'm bending at my elbows, reaching my fingertips behind my back. A little bonus stretch for the shoulders, 30-second reset as you allow this to sink in before we transition to some more lower body focus. Feel those triceps opening up. Reach those hands behind your back. Let your chest melt towards the floor. And feel as all that weight or pressure has dissolved from your shoulders. Taking one more breath there. And simply coming back to that tabletop, we'll get into our lower body sequence. Pressing up and back again into a downward facing dog. Press those heels into the floor. Now focus a little bit more on those legs than on the shoulders. Are those heels pressing into the floor? Is that tailbone lifted high? Starting with our right leg, reaching up and back to our three-legged dog. Bend the right knee, opening the right hip, tracing 3 big circles here. And just start to check in with that lower half of the body. Reversing directions, 3 big circles forwards. Starting to open up that hip. One more breath here. 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee comes towards your nose. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Simply step your right foot through. Holding here in our high lunge. Right hand can come inside of your right foot. Left leg stays squeezed. Exhale, reach. World's greatest stretch. Inhale, drop that right elbow underneath. Exhale, reach. Inhale, drop that shoulder. Last one, exhale, reach up. Hand comes down. Drop the right knee and drop all the way down to your elbows. Low lunge, option to stay on the hands if you need to. 30-second hold, just starting to open up those hips. Allowing that right knee to slightly come off to the side. Back left hip drops towards the ground. One more breath here. Sitting the hips back into our first half split. Hands come outside the leg, tall chest. Exhale, forward fold over that right shin. Holding here another 30 seconds, deep hamstring stretch. Try to keep your spine long, chest tall as you melt forward over that thigh. Big belly breaths here. Two more breaths. One last breath here. Leaning forward into that low lunge again. This time our half frog, half dragon variation, our fragging. So rather than leaning forwards, you're gonna lean at a 45-degree angle and really deep stretch. Option to come down to the elbows just outside of your mat. Little different sensation. Breathing here for another 30-second holds. A lot of deep stretches for this lower half sequence. Opening up and recovering to start your week. Can you let that back hip drop towards the floor? Breathing into any discomfort, surrendering instead of resisting. One more breath here. Coming back up to the hands, this time popping the back foot, inching 1 foot forward. Now we have a kind of medium stance forward fold of that hamstring, tall chest. Exhale, let that chest drop over your right leg. Last one standing for this side. 30-second hold, allowing that chest to drop over that right thigh, that right shin. Try to keep the hips square, left hip is pulled forward. Flat back if you feel yourself rounding. Maybe a little bit of shaking through that right leg. Breathe into it. 2 more breaths. One last breath here. Right where you're at, simply step your right foot back to a high plank, left foot back to a high plank, vinyasa to upward facing dog, and flip the toes, downward facing dog. We'll repeat those 30-second hip and hamstring stretches on the left leg, starting with the left leg, 3-legged dog. Reach that left leg up. Bend that left leg, open that left hip, and start to trace your 3 big circles with that left side. Reversing directions, 3 circles the other way. Take your time with these, just notice any areas that feel tight. Last one. Exhale, knee comes to the nose. Hold for just 3, 2, 1. Step the left foot through. Hands come inside the left foot. Quad stays straight. Exhale, reach towards that left side. Inhale, drop that left elbow. Exhale, twist, open up. Inhale, drop the elbow. Final one, exhale, reach, press that hand through the floor, drop it down, drop that right knee. Option to hold here, option to hold all the way down, 30-second hold at the bottom. Big belly breaths. Let that left knee fall off to the side. Let that right back hip soften towards the floor. Find that tranquility within yourself. You are the source of your own peace of mind. Letting go. Just let it be. One more breath. Sending the hip back into our kneeling half split. Make sure our hips are centered once again. Tall chest, exhale, forward fold, melt over that left thigh. Holding here at the bottom, slow, deep breath. Breath here. Bending that left leg once again, shifting into our half dragon, half frog, our fraggin. So now we are twisting at a 45-degree angle, really challenging stretch. But allow yourself to feel the depths that your body is able to let go. Find that discipline in your mind to go to those uncomfortable places. Breathe into that belly and soften the upper body. You are almost there. One more breath here. Coming back to the center, simply popping the back foot, inching about a whole foot forward, a wide, medium wide stance. Exhale, forward fold over that left leg. Last stretch for this hamstring as we start to unwind from this movement. Feel that space you've created in those hips and those hamstrings. Leaning slightly more weight onto that left foot. Can you let your chest get 10% heavier over that leg? One last breath here. Planting the hands firm, step the left foot back, step the right foot back, vinyasa to upward facing dog. And sit the hips slightly back. Simply send your right shin through, right ankle meets your left wrist. Pigeon pose, tall chest, forward fold, full minute hold. Our last 2 stretches on either side, and just allow your head to rest heavy into your forearms, centering those hips, reaching that torso long over that shin, and breathing into that belly. Allow your mind to continue to let go, giving your body exactly what you need. Taking one more breath here. Sending the hands back, tucking the left toe, stepping up and through, and simply switching to that left side pigeon. Final pose of the day. Allow yourself to melt over that leg. And exhale, releasing any last tension that your mind might be gripping to, knowing that this is just a story that your mind might be telling you. With every exhale, let it go. And find that presence in this breath, in this moment. Last couple breaths here, 2 more breaths. Final inhale of the day. Exhale, release, pressing yourself up to the top. And whenever you feel ready, simply swiveling around, rolling your way down to your back, to your Shavasana. Body resting heavy, palms facing up to receive. And if you need any water, any props, now would be a good time to grab a sip. Otherwise, just start to breathe and close your eyes. As we transition into our sound bath healing, keep alive that intention that you set for class today, knowing that somehow it will tie into the collective intention that we set for the group. And if this is your first sound healing, know that all you need to do is be open to receiving. Continue to breathe those slow, deep breaths, feeling the weight of your body against the ground. Our intention for our Reiki-infused sound bath healing is going to be trust, surrender, and releasing control. So you can take a big breath in. Exhale, release. And we will begin.